favorite memory from Ignite comes from the time I spent on staff rather than the time that I was a camper. I was on prayer team for Camp Gotta Kick It Up last year, and I had this goal in mind that I wanted to really pour myself out and really go after our camp that year. And so I was sitting in the prayer room, and it had been several hours, and I was super spent and super tired and really just out. There was a point where I literally ran out of words while I was praying, and I walked out and thought, man, I'll just sit in on the worship session real quick, just see what's going on. And I walked in, and I saw all of Ignite staff and all of the campers just really leaning in to worship and really being engaged in that moment and really focusing on what God is doing in their lives right then, what He was doing through Ignite. And it was then I was just filled up immediately, and I just knew that the work in the prayer room was worth it, that Ignite was worth it, and that was what encouraged me to keep going.
So my favorite memory at Ignite. Well, I know for me, sometimes I get really boggled down by the specifics of what it looks like to follow God, and just like theology and apologetics. And I had a camper who was the same way, and I got to really remind her and emphasize why the cross is important and why it's like the very foundation of our faith. You know, sometimes it seems basic, but Ignite and just reminding her reminded me that the gospel and the cross is not just the basics, it's like the very essence of how we know God, how we can talk to Him, and like the extent for which He is for His glory and for our good.
My favorite part about Ignite is definitely the people that are in it and the communities that are formed. I just really enjoy how loving everyone is to each other, and just how great the atmosphere is. It's not like any other atmosphere I've been able to find like in other communities on campus.
I think my favorite memory of Ignite is just seeing the way, just how a lot of people come in to Ignite, and we get to start praying for them like so soon, and then getting to see all the campers come in, and just completely like it's just so hype, and just people come in and they just feel like really loved and like unified, and that's totally God. I think that's kind of just like a umbrella memory, but yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite memories.
I love that I get to bond with people and like grow my faith with others. My campus become really close, and it's been really fun getting to know them, and also just sharing in faith with them has been cool.
I love that. I love the atmosphere, the being on fire for Jesus, but also just being on fire in general atmosphere. I think it's just such a fun vibe Ignite is, and so that's really it for me. Like, I absolutely love that I get to have so much fun, but also in service of the kingdom at the same time. That's just like such a great synthesis of roles you get to play. So that's really it. Yeah, I just have so much fun doing Ignite. That's it.
All right, and then last, in one word, what is Ignite to you?
In one word, I would say uplifting, because we're all about like supporting one another and supporting incoming freshmen and like uplifting them during a difficult transition.
That's a tough question. That was awesome.
For me, Ignite was very formative. I kind of knew I wanted to dive into ministry walking into UT, but I would not be where I am at all without the work that God did in my life during Ignite. Whether that's just the friend group He introduced me to, the opportunities to serve that opened up, being on prayer team the next year, or just the experience and the things that I learned at retreat. It really was something that has been essential in my time in college so far.
I don't know. Well, give me a word. What does Ignite to me? Ignite is smiles.